run this. I am in control. You can't take me up out of my spot. Like, you're not going to disturb my peace. Like, I'm good. Like, I may be like a little irritated, but ultimately you're just not gonna get that type of reaction out of me, Buki. Like, I'm too cute. Like like, you feel me? It's just coming with that energy and it feels good. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Andy, and here on my corner of the interwebs, we talk about life, love, the pursuit of passion, and the pursuit of purpose. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're having an amazing day. And we're just gonna jump right in. Honestly, this topic is something that I've kind of been bringing up. It's just like the cultivation of peace, prioritizing peace in my life, like becoming someone who is considering that more. And honestly, in that practice and in that thought, I've always been somebody who, like, the way that I maintain my peace and the way that I prioritize my comfort in life and in specific situations, I'm all about elimination. I'm all about eliminating the ops. I'm all about getting whatever is causing me stress, whatever is like bringing me up out of like my calm and just my restful space and like energy. Whatever threatens that, I get rid of it, or like I focus on getting rid of it. But in this practice and in considering this a little further, getting rid of something or eliminating something is not always feasible, right? Or even if it is, it might take some time. So while you're in that space with this thing, with this stressor, with this threat to your peace or your comfort, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna be pissed? You know, like, I just have to be upset now because I can't change this right away, or maybe I can't change it at all. Like, who knows? I don't accept the fact of like, I'm just gonna be upset now. I'm just gonna accept that, like, oh, this is my life now. Like, this thing has to be here and it upsets me or it bothers me in this whatever way. Now I have to get to basically the root of like, why is it bothering me, and how can I reach that root and use that cause to still maintain my peace, to go against it and to adjust. Because in prioritizing the cultivation of peace in your life and the maintenance of peace in your life, that is realizing that it is not an easy thing. It's not something that you just like, you get rid of something and now you're just living a peaceful life. Like, no, you have to maintain it, and that takes action, and that does take work, because life is still gonna life, you know? Life is gonna do what it's gonna do. So whatever environment you're thrown into, or whatever situations are put in your path and like that you're faced with, you still have to be able to maintain that peace. Like, you still have to be able to maintain your internal world, because the thing is, you can't always change the situation, and you have to be able to basically change or increase your capacity to handle the situation. And that's where we come into today's topic, where we're basically just going to talk about how a life of ease is not always easy. You feel me? And it's pretty much just like your response to life that determines how easy it'll be. And that's the thing, it's just like, it's all learning, it's all self-development. I'm learning, you're here with me, we're learning together. And honestly, this is self-care, and this is an element of self-care that goes beyond like face masks and bubble baths. You feel me? Like, this is internal. This is like your evolution. This is your development to become the person that you want to become. And this is a dive into the work that's required for us to protect our peace in our journey. So grab your tea, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Now, notice that I did say your response to what life throws your way, as opposed to like your reaction, because I feel like reaction is more of like an impulsive thing, like your reflexes, like your like you got quick reflexes, or like your reaction time. Like, I'm thinking of it as an impulsive thing. Now, for example, say you're out somewhere, somebody bumps into you, boom, you damn near fall over. Your reflex might be to ball your fist up, you know, and your reaction might be to follow through and hit them, you know? However, if you have that reflex and you like pause and you don't react, and you give yourself a second to like consider what the hell is going on and what just happened, now you're creating a response. Now that response might still be to punch them. It still might be to punch them. But the thing is, you at least thought about it and you were in control of your inner world. You were in control of what happened after something happened to you. You chose that response and therefore you take ownership of what would come with it. So whatever that might be, maybe somebody gonna press charges against you. Maybe you can't even fight all that well and you're gonna get your ass beat. Who knows? But you are in control. You're taking ownership of that next thing because that was your response. You sat there, you thought about it. Or you might choose a better response, like do nothing, you know? The point is, when you do nothing, or if you punch them, whatever it is, you took the time right there, you thought about it, you considered what you wanted to do, and that's the difference to me between a reaction and a response. So in that response, no matter what it is, it's that you chose to do what you are doing. So you're maintaining control of your inner world in this situation. I feel like when we act impulsively, when you're reacting, you're allowing your reflexes and your immediate reaction to just control the situation. You're giving your power away. And we've talked about that before too. We've talked about giving your power away. But I got my notes. I'm being very concise. But in this way, so giving your power away in this scenario specifically, it's giving your power away when it comes to the maintenance of your peace. Now, what we've talked about before when it comes to giving your power away was like reaching for a goal or like wanting something specific or like wanting something out of life and just like kind of ignoring, or like your default being to like place that in external hands. Like, I can only have this thing if this happens and that's out of my control. Like, sometimes we just do that and we don't even like consider how much power we have in the situation. Like, maybe it's not an external situation. Like, maybe it is something that you can do to ensure or to like further guarantee that you will receive that thing you're wanting. So like, they're both kind of different, but they're similar in the aspect of like, they're both internal matters, and the control over both of those things, like what you want out of life, like what you want to make you happy in life, and having a peaceful existence, like being able to be calm and comfortable in any environment, like no matter what's going on. Like, those are both things that don't belong in external hands. Now, this is a very active lesson for me, okay? Like, I'm no guru. Like, if you were sitting here in front of me and we were literally just like talking back and forth, like, this would be a conversation. I'm not teaching a class. I'm not telling you what you should or should not do. Like, we already know that in this space. We're just in this together, okay? Like, I'm not telling you what you should or should not do. This is pretty much just me sharing like my thoughts and considerations and like the things that I ponder, because I just enjoy like pondering things, and especially like considering things when it comes to self-development and just how I can become the woman that I'm trying to be and that I hope and aspire to be. But with that being said, here are like a few little quick methods that I've started to practice in helping me to maintain my peace. So techniques like meditation, when I have time, or deep breaths, setting boundaries. Also, when it comes to deep breaths, like, cause we're talking like when you have time, we're talking in the moment, and then we're talking like in general when it comes to like when you have time, meditating. In the moment, deep breaths. I also like counting. Like, I will count. And then also in general would be the like setting boundaries. But I want to just talk a little bit more about the in the moment. In the moment, deep breaths and counting has saved a lot of people's lives. Be messing with me, I'm certain, or at least spared a lot of people's feelings, okay? Like, spared a lot of people's feelings. And it depends on what's going on. Where like, if something kind of just like shocks me, or it's like, oh, like I want to be like, I'm about to feel myself being taken up out of like character, like up out of my mold, like something just like tried to get to me, I will just like pause and I will just like take deep breaths. Or like, it's low-key, this is low-key my reflexes now, is like I'll just like think of a number and just start counting back from it. So like, depending on what the situation is, sometimes the number's 10, sometimes the number's 50. And like, usually by the time I'm done counting, I'm not as like, I don't know, triggered, or I'm not as like activated in the moment. You feel me? Like, I'm definitely back to like a more thoughtful space where like I can really be like, okay, how do I want to respond to this? Or like, okay, what do I want to do? Actually, I don't want to do anything. Like, it definitely levels my head. So that's a technique that I definitely recommend if you're in a moment and something kind of like tries you in whatever way and you can't get away, you can't go turn on a guided meditation. Take a deep breath and just pick a number and just count backwards from it. That number can be 100. Like, who cares? They'll wait. Like, it could be 10, what, just like, and just count. And you'll be so much better. Like, let me know if you try it, because I feel like that is literally just a saving grace for me. Like, in a moment, it's perfection. Another method that's kind of like in general, I guess, is like me attempting to always try to reframe challenges as opportunities. Like, I'm always trying to decipher, okay, what am I learning from this? Like, I can be like mid just irritated, like, what is going on here? Like, why is this happening? What is this? And in that moment, being like, what am I supposed to be learning right now? And I may still be like in a negative space from it. Like, it may still have a negative impact on me and my emotions in the moment, but it helps me calm down when it's like, okay, I'm meant to learn patience right now. Like, I'm supposed to be learning patience because this has me like I'm feeling real impatient. Like, so I'm learning patience right now, or I'm learning self-control. I'm learning how to approach these situations better than I have in the past. Like, being able to just pinpoint something that, like, what is this moment teaching me right here in the moment, has been a game changer for me too. Because it's like, even if it's just having the ability to be like, man, back in the day I would have da like whatever, but now look at me, I just take deep breaths, I count back from 10. Like, that's growth. I am growing. And also, I run this. I am in control. You can't take me up out of my spot. Like, you're not going to disturb my peace. Like, I'm good. Like, I may be like a little irritated, but ultimately, like, you're not going to do anything that's going to cause me to react in a way that's going to blow up my shit. Ever. Like, you're just not gonna get that type of reaction out of me, Buki. Like, I'm too cute. Like, like, you feel me? It's just coming with that energy and it feels good. It helps me in those moments for real, which is also turning that challenge into an opportunity to like learn how to navigate any situation with purpose. Like, very big, life doesn't happen to me, it happens for me vibes. But yeah, you guys, very quick video today. I just wanted to address this, just let you know, like, a life of ease is not always easy. It does take actively maintaining your peace, actively, like, if you're protecting your peace, you are a protector. Like, baby, you got the armor on and you have a job to do, okay? Like, it's not always gonna just be easy and smooth sailing. Like, you gotta be in control of your situation, of your inner world. You are the protector of that. And I hope that discussing this and kind of bringing it to light, and also sharing a few little methods that I do, like, as I'm learning and as I'm just progressing through this journey, hopefully it's helpful. So I hope you received something valuable from this video, and if you did, of course, please feel free to thumbs up. It is very helpful. It lets me know that you guys like when I just be out here just talking to y'all, whatever. And of course, be sure to leave a comment. If you have anything on your heart, please share it in the comments. I would love to hear it. I would love to talk to y'all, or just say hey. And if you love it here, make yourself at home, but only if you love it here, okay? Subscribe. I would love to have you make yourself at home, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.